Welcome everybody, Coach's Playbook with Paul LaPolice, your home for elite CFL breakdown and analysis. I'm coming to you from Ron Joyce Stadium, home of the McMaster Marauders, also home of the Hamilton Tiger Cats during training camp. Today we're going to talk about why CFL teams sometimes leave the furnishings of their home stadiums and come to other places for training camp. Time to open the playbook. I've spent the past 2 days at McMaster University talking football with the staff. Steph Potasic, former CFL coach and player. Jamie Barisi, former offensive coordinator in the CFL, had 2 good days talking football. The Hamilton Tiger Cats are also here. Why do some teams move and why don't? BC Lions, they're going to travel for their training camp. The Saskatchewan Roughriders go up to Saskatoon. The Toronto Argonauts have been at York University. Right now they're at University of Guelph. This organization has always come over here to McMaster University. But the Winnipeg Blue Bombers don't move anymore. Why does that happen? Because of housing. So first and foremost, you got 85, 90 people here. How do you got to get them housing. You got to get them fed. So the Ticats facility, got a great facility there, but they just don't have the housing. So what do? You bring the players to where the housing is. McMaster has a good facility, has great cafeterias, great dorm rooms. Then you create the football environment around it. You already got a nice football field and stadium. So that's why you're going to create those opportunities. When I worked in Saskatchewan years ago, basically the players came to the facility, the stadium, but then we had to bus them all the way over to the University of Regina. And that took about 45 minutes, there and back, and almost an hour out of the player's day. And you don't have that time. You want the players off their feet. You don't want any distractions for them. So for them to lose an hour out of an action-packed day to begin with, that was probably one of the reasons why maybe Saskatchewan moves up to Saskatoon, where they have great facilities, great opportunity to work. But speaking of work, there's a lot of work. Think of the equipment staff. They have to move all their equipment from their facility here in Hamilton to this facility. The training staff has to create a new training room, new therapy areas. The video coordinator. I've been a guest coach, and you see the video coordinator in the dorm rooms dragging around the video the wires that hook up all the servers to all the videos for the computers and to watch practice. So certainly there's some disadvantages of that. Take a team like Winnipeg. Well, why don't they move? Because University of Manitoba is right where their stadium is. The players just walk over to the dorm rooms. They walk over to the cafeteria there. All that's available for them. When I worked for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers years ago, Canadian Stadium, well, right after practice, they would walk over to Canadian's Hotel right across the way. So the teams that don't have to, there's not as much logistics. Think about another logistics. This team will play Hamilton's going to play a preseason game. They're going to have to move everything back to their stadium and then come right back for training camp again. So the logistics are a little harder. But I'll tell you what, the group of players getting to hang out in the dorm rooms after meetings and spending time together, that's very valuable. I can remember being on this staff and practicing here in training camp in 2004 as a member of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And the veteran players came to Greg Marshall, the head coach, and said, "Hey, coach, after meetings, can you open a room for us so we can have a couple of beverages for about an hour and we'll shut it down at 10 o'clock. And the players assured the head coach, we will shut it down at 10 o'clock and hand you the key. But those guys bonding and spending time together, those are the things that make teams turn into champions. And that's why teams move around in training camp.